people got egos, and there was a lot of other too that went on too behind the scenes. That why it don't work all the time with groups.
Yeah, you got to back up, or you'll get smacked up, or better yet slapped up. I dare to ask to act up. You hear me? Yeah, I'd rather off that you near me. I'd rather have you fear me than have your mother teary-eyed. Flowers, candles, 40 bottles, very eyes. No, we lie.
But the young kid had to show his
pride. It don't matter what you do or say. We capture you, kilo capital, Harlem, USA. It don't matter what you do or say. We capture you, kilo capital, Harlem, USA.
Big L, CamRon, Mason, Betha, McGruff, and Bloodshed. The Children of the Corn, or should I say Corner, was a collective of Illmatic MCs, Harlem's finest. In this short film, you will hear how they came together, why Big L and Mace didn't like each other, what would happen after the death of CamRon's cousin Bloodshed, hear unreleased tracks as well as raw footage, and much more. This is Children of the Corn. Life is lyrical.
Me and Big L from the same block. Like Mace is from, I got cool with Mace in high school. I mean, McGruff was really big, and it was like, to be honest, it was like, on my block, it was like Gruff and Big L. They was the rappers. I was just a basketball player rapping for a hobby.
Big crime, know what I mean? Harlem World Finest up here. Taliban, Luca Brazi, the whole crew. Now we do Harlem World shit, nigga. Know what I mean? We try to see things large on the street scene. Keep fiends in thirst mode. Keep funeral pilots with hearse loads on your casket, the dirt goes. Search holes right after they bag up. If they try to steal a rock, they ass get smacked up. I'm about that paper. That's why I always got some. Got various whips, but I like ride shotgun. Never marry a bitch. Shit, I just cock 'em. We just cool. You the next nigga problem.
Me and Big L grew up together. We're from the same block, same area, same neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Way before the music, way before everything. Me and Big L was, you know what I'm saying? Like, we grew up, same block. I used to go to 139th Street, which we call the danger zone. And that's where we used to go. Basically, it's this guy named TD, Terrence Dean, which is D brother from Rough Riders. TD had a lot of stuff to do with that, hooking us up, and Big L, Cam, Mace, me, Bloodshed. We all, went in the studio and came up with that Children of the Corn. Can't forget Six Figure Digger. You know what I'm saying? And that was just like the little clique. That was supposed to be. We is basically gonna try to do it like how Wu-Tang did it. You know what I'm saying?
My cash flow don't get low, it just increase. Whoever try to take mine, so rest in peace. I keep a soul look, peace to every known crook. Not those who go to jail and can't hold their own and come home shook. On 139 in Lennox, niggas all bananas. We got bad manners, cops can't stand us, that's why they try to jam us. In this summer I drink a Perrier, listen to Mary J. Even when it's a heat wave, we still smoke every day. Sit with men, puff and slipping in, start divisioning. Me wearing ice the rollie, watch the made in Switzerland. My amigo, she goes. Try she knows, so when he go, his kids have cheddar like Doritos.
We used to do all kinds, sneaking in the movie. When the movie theater was on 125th, the Nova Theater on 147th and Broadway, we used to sneak and watch. We pay one admission and watch everything in the movie theater. You know how it go. You know what I mean? Yeah, we used to. Those are the good days. Yeah, how we used to be in the studio. There niggas used to be bugging out there, can blowing spit bubbles and all kind of shit. Niggas snapping. Niggas was young. We was all teenagers like that, you know what I'm saying? So we was young having fun. But of course, people got egos, and there was a lot of other shit too that went on too behind the scenes. That why it don't work all the time with groups. It's always like an ego thing.
Well, I'm a cat with none lies, but every day I risk them. Pop shot the Glock at the cop, but missed him. Now he's all up in the system. I'm state paying the crime, slaying the time. My mother's down here praying for mine, cause I'm like Snyder, living like one day at a time.
Cause my city never gets no shut eye. It always sleeps with one eye open, scoping. Cause where I lay, the natives stay loking. You might get sprayed, flesh wide open, laying on the pave soaking.
So me and L would get into it. He started using a few of my lyrics, like different compounds that I was using. That's when you make two words rap at the same time. So I checked the nigga. me and L got into it. You know, I told L, I knock you out, nigga. You faking, nigga. You know I know you, nigga. God bless.
Yeah,
But
God bless her.
he went and got Fat Joe on me. Next thing I know, I'm in a tunnel, and then nigga Fat Joe comes up to me.
And the next day, I'm in the tunnel, right? So I'm in the tunnel. You know how we are, Jim. I'm in there 20, 30 deep, whatever. So L come over to me, right? He like, yo, Crack, I need you. I said, yo, what's up? You know, Big L, my little brother. Yeah. I said, L, what's up? Nah. I got to holler at these niggas, this and this and that. So I follow him, and you know, we ready to catch wreck for L 1,000,000%. He pulls up to Mason Bector, man.
Oh, man.
And I'm standing with L, and they grew up together, they brothers, and the nigga L start going off on me, and I felt like the biggest backstabber hypocrite in the world. I was hanging out with Mace the night before.
Joe come up to me. I'm looking like, and then Joe see me, and Joe's like, man, I ain't doing nothing to that nigga. That's Mace.
Mace was telling me, and I got to the block late, and I seen him low. I told him, like, what's up? He like, yo, Big L just tried to get us
tried
robbed.
to get me robbed. And I walk up 40th on 7th to 41st, and a Spanish nigga just run out of nowhere like, yo, give it up, nigga. I'm gonna kill both of y'all niggas. The case was over. They gave us back the watch. And it was like a week later we found out that it was Big L. And I just messed up everything because I'm like, yo, this nigga's hating big time, bro.
Like I said, Big L, I grew up, that's my brother too. And
yeah, Big L is our brother
that's
too.
Our brother,
but I don't fool
without. Hey yo, it's Earl McGruff, I know you're fighting, Holmes. I be reciting poems, lighting domes, killing man and microphones. Hey yo, the Gruff can't stand a foe, whether it's a man or hoe, they getting sent to the land below.
I like to laugh when I give bloodbaths, a psychopath. It's even more rougher than a rough draft. I ain't the type to get gas. I got a burner, but still go Ike Turner on your stupid ass, nigga. Word up, bloodshed, nigga. Act like you know.
From the block, man. What's up, man? What's up, Dave? Man. Everything all right? You know what I'm saying? Like the weed help us feel the music, you know what I'm saying? So we about to go up to the lab right now. I don't play that. We share everything, including snuts. Nasty. Which way?
Check the purple gums, you know what I'm saying? Bloodshed, nigga.
Too much at once.
COC.
Next Friday, I think you might be able to
Yeah.
Me and Jim went to Delancey Street. It wasn't really nothing different about the day. We was buying some shit. I don't know, it's East. I don't know what the fuck we was doing, but we actually took the train back uptown, and when we got uptown, we got a call that he died. Somebody called Jim actually, and we was in Jim house. Jim was like, yo, Blood died? And I called my grandmother, and my grandmother just was crying. When she was crying, I hung up. And I just went over there. I mean, it wasn't really.
But he was like the first one that died like that. That had a lot, because they, you know, that him and Cam, they cousins, I think. So, you know, that killed all of us. That fucked all of us up. Like Bloodshed, that was unexpected. You know what I'm saying? That fucked a lot of shit up, man. But niggas just, you know, we just kept going on doing. This when Clue was popping, we was killing the mixtapes and all that shit. L was the first one to get a deal. Then I got a deal. Then I think it was Mace and then Ken.
Mace kind of was off doing this thing for a while, you know what I'm saying? You know, on tour, traveling. That nigga went triple platinum in a month. So Mace was evolving to be Mace. My cousin, he died in a car accident. And I hadn't seen Mace for about maybe 7 months, 8 months at the time. But the day Bloodshed died, he came to get me that night. He was, you know, we both was fucked up about that shit. And then I started going with him on tour everywhere after that, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I went with Mace everywhere, you know what I'm saying? But he came to get me that same night Bloodshed died, and we went everywhere. So after Bloodshed died, he's like, I'm gonna take you to Biggie. I'm gonna take me to Biggie, yeah, get ready. Hell yeah, because Biggie was starting his own label. He didn't want to take me to Puff. He's like, I'm gonna take you to Biggie. Him and this man starting a label. So I'm like, bet. So he took me to Big House maybe a week later. And I'll never forget, I was like, yo, I'm in fucking Biggie's house. This shit is wild, you know what I'm saying? So Big must have broke his leg. His leg was broke or some shit. And he was laid up in the bed with 2 girls. I'm like, the fucking dream, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the fucking rappers, the real rappers do. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, making this money's the American dream. East Coast to West Coast, you know what I mean. Whether it's uptown, downtown, you pick the scene. You got to get your own scheme. We ain't splitting the green.
It's money beat, tempting me to jump out the MPV. MP3, clips, hollow tips with no sympathy. Since 14, I sold morphine for more green. Kept open an Nautica coat under the drawstring.
Yo, I'ma run hysterically till they bury me. Count numerically, hills of Beverly, more grands than Cherokee. President like Eric B. and Rakim. Drug game, I'm top 10. Locked in right now, it's not an option.
Harlem kids is known for felonies and selling keys, pushing 300 Z's, GS3s and puffing trees. These G's breeze while DTs be yelling